Hi everyone, we're going to talk about TNA Slammiversary, which I thought was very fun. Oh man, I love TNA Slammiversary. Let's talk about it, guys. So we got the Knockouts Tag Team Championship on the line to start the pre-show. The Alligates brand defeated the Inspiration and retained the Knockout World Tag Team Championships. Let's talk about it. The Elegance brand Ward State of Liberty gear outside interference helped the champs assault assailantly Jesse McKay hot tag to Chelsea Lee with near falls on a bridging fireman suplex to Heather and a superplex to Ash. And M placed Ash's foot on the ropes to prevent the pinfall and Jesse whipped out the Elegance brand with a crossbody outside and Casey followed with the same move, and the Inspiration followed up the Idler to finish Ash, but Heather speared Jesse to save her partner, and M clocked Casey with the Liberty the Liberty Court torch, and Ash finished with a Suicide to win, and that's how they won with the Suicide, and that's how the Elegance brand retained the tag team titles and defeated the Inspiration, the Knockout World Tag Team Championships, and defeated the Inspiration, which I thought was a good match. I thought the Inspiration was going to win those Knockout Tag Team titles, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen. But that was a good match to start on the pre-show. Then we had the hometown man known as Joey Diener defeating Eric Young, which I thought Eric Young was going to win that, but it didn't happen. But it was a little fun match. I was not really into it, but it was fine for what it was. It was fine. Eric Young insult the home crowd and challenged any Long Island loser to present a match. The hometown man, actually Cody Deaner, like I said, answered the call and wearing an Islander jersey. And the hometown man, Joey Deaner, started hot till distracting from the Northern Army. And Eric Young lent a flying elbow drop, but the hometown man, Joey Deaner, kicks out, and Eric Young loses his cool and threatening the ref and yelling at the fans. And Eric Young came back for a pile driver. However, the hometown man countered for a roll up to win, and that's how he won with a roll up, which I was fine with that. Then we had, oh man, the real one, Enzo Amore. It's been a long time since I seen him. I was so happy to see him, man. I'm telling you, man. And then we had Silla Fatu and Josh Bishops for four rope, defeating Steve Macklin and Jake Something and Mans Warner. And Enzo delivered a promo with the soft line, which I love that. I really do. Reminds me of the days when him and Big Bill used to do that in WWE when he was Big Cass, man. Oh, man. And Steve Macklin was the son, and then Silafatu took him out with a leaping Samoan spike, and the TNA team had a misfire when Mans Warner accidentally clotheslined Jake, and Enzo hits a eat the feet on Jake to get fourth rope the win, and that's how they won the fourth rope, which I was saying, which was Josh Bishop's Silafatu and the real one Enzo Amore. Then we started off the opener with Mustafa Ali versus Cedric Alexander. Man, I'm telling you, it was a good match. Stop, man. Mustafa Ali defeated Cedric Alexander, and Alexander was often a step ahead, knowing how Ali moved in the big spots, was a super driver from Cedric Alexander onto the pill of Secret Service guards, and the match persists with order for interfering, and Mustafa Ali was in trouble and ran around the ring, and Jason Hutch caught Cedric Alexander for a DDT onto the floor, and Mustafa Ali landed the 450 splash and 1-2 kicked out by Cedric Alexander, and Tasha Steelz was angry and shoved the ref, and the ref ejected Steelz and Alexander Sturch for the lumbar check backbreaker 1-2, and Ali kicked out, and Steelz returned with a steel chair, and Cedric Alexander cut her off. Also again, cut her off, and Tasha Steelz swinged her fist, and Cedric Alexander dodged and hit her with the Lamar check, and Mustafa Ali didn't waste a second, and he had a perfect timing to land the 450 and that's how he won with a 450 splash, and that's how Mustafa Ali defeated Cedric Alexander with the 450 splash, man. It was good. It was good, man. Then we had Matt Cardona and the system defeating the Dark State. I thought Dark State was going to win. I thought that Dark State was going to defeat Matt Cardona in the system. But the system and Matt Cardona picked up the win here. But I thought the Dark Side should have won that match. It was a good match, but the decision, it should have been on Dark Side or Dark State. I'm going to say Dark State. I keep on saying Dark Side, Dark State. You know what I'm trying to say, guys. Dark State, man, they deserve that win. I'm telling you because they remind me of the Shield so much. They really do. They remind me how the Shield used to be, but they have more people. But that's a different story. But like I said again, the Dark State should have won this match. But let's talk about it. So Matt Cardona in the system defeated Dark State in NXT the NXT faction. Dark State tried to make the fight ugly, but the system are no punks, and the action led to a hot for Long Island IC, and Matt Cardona runs wild on Dark State, and the numbers got Cardona for a triple powerbomb, and Eddie Edwards made the save on the pin, and the system repaid the favor for a triple powerbomb on Quinn. So Quinn Shear, I can't pronounce that name, and Brian Myers added a flying elbow drop, and JDC was next for a flying leg drop, and Dark State bulldozed the Pell to break the pin, and a Diddy put a Denny Book interrupt with the system standing tall in the end, and that's what happened. And then Cedric was a victim into a blue thunderbomb from Eddie Edwards, and then the radio silence leg lariat from Matt Cardona and the Boston knee party, and that's how they won with the Boston knee party from Eddie Edwards, and that's how they won. And that's how Eddie Edwards picked up the win for him and Brian Myers and Matt Cardona defeating the Dark State, and that's how they defeated them with the Boston knee party from Eddie Edwards, man. And then the injury report: Trey Manuel is not clear to compete due to a hernia, and my Moraine Reed, I'll say it again, Myron Reed was replaced in the Rascals in the ladder match, which that match was great, man. That match was great, which we'll talk about that in a bit. Then we had Indy Hartwell versus Tessa Blanchard. A banger, a banger, a banger. I tell you, how she hit that finisher on Tessa Blanchard, man. That man, I'm telling you, that was sick in a good way. That move, oh man, that move that she did, hit her on the rope, and then went back and slammed. Dude, that I don't know what it's called. That move. It looked like a switch, but like she freaking went and then hit the rope and then did that and then went and 1, 2, 3 and defeated Tessa Blanchard. Man, that match was great. That match was great. I tell you. Oh man. Oh man, I'm telling you. Oh man. I give it up to Tessa Blanchard. I don't care what anybody has to say. You can cancel me. I don't give a damn. I really don't. Because Tessa Blanchard is a great wrestler. I'll tell you that. But her personality, I don't like as a person, but her as a wrestler, she's great. She's great, man. She's great. And we'll talk later about, the passing of, who. I'll probably do that on a short. But anyways, I should have done that last week. Last Thursday or so, but I didn't. The match has big kick out moments and India Hartwell hurts Donuts couldn't get the job done and Tessa Blanchard connects on a super cutter but the Mexican flying cold breaker India Hartwell kicks out and Blanchard talks trash and pays the price and Indy Hartwell grabs her for Hurt Donut into the rope and another Hurt Donut on the mat to win and that's what it's called, the Hurt Donut. That move is great. I'm telling you. That move, how she hit her on the rope and did that, like I said again, man, uh, that moment's going to be in my head forever, man. That moment, I'm telling you, man. And then after the match, Tessa Blanchard, was a poor loser, and then she started beating up, you know, um, Jis Miller, the freaking, the the interviewer, the interviewer that does the interviews backstage, Jis Miller. She started hitting her and stuff, which she should have not done that, but that's her job, That's Indy Hart, Tessa Blanchard's hill hill work stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hill work stuff. So yeah, guys, and then Santino Marella had security guards dragged her out. That man, that was crazy. That was freaking crazy though. But let's talk about it anyways. Santino Marella ejects Tessa Blanchard from the arena after the match. Ringside, Jis Miller interviewed Indy Hartwell about what's next, and Tessa Blanchard attacked Indy Hartwell when Jis Miller tried to stop the insult. Tessa Blanchard attacked her too, to smash her head into the steel steps, which, like I said again, she should have not done that. But like I said again, that's Tessa doing her heel work. So, and then backstage, Santino was yelling at Tessa Blanchard. She did not respect his authority and shoved him, and Santino ordered security to carry Tessa Blanchard out the door. And that's what happened right there. Then, man, then we had JC Jane fences Musa Slamovich. My thoughts on here, guys. JC Jane, yeah. JC Jane is a great wrestler. I don't like the freaking slander that you guys do, some of you, with the slander of JC Jane. She's good, man. I'm telling you, with all the heel work that she does, it has Fallen Haley and Jasmine Nix. I love them. I love them all. For Foral Influence. I love them. I love them, man. I really do. I do. Man, they're good on NXT. I love their work. I really do. And I know, like I said again, do not do the slander, please. And I mean it as a joke because I know everybody has a different opinion. So you don't like them, that's your opinion, guys. That's your opinion. But I love them. So, but my opinion, man, with JC Jane being NXT and TNA Women's Champion holding two belts is amazing. It's amazing that JC Jane is getting the opportunity to be a double champion right now for TNA and working for them, with this partnership. I love this partnership, like I said again, guys, but man, I'm telling you, Musa Slamovich, I thought Musa Slamovich was going to be double champ, but I didn't mind JC Jane defeating Musa Slamovich, but let's talk about it. Title versus title, NXT Women's Champion JC Jane defeated Knockouts champion Musa Slamovich. The be the winner takes all, and that's what happened right there. Let's talk about it. The following influence were a sense interference, and JC Jane took charge for an avalanche Rana and her running knee finisher, but Musa Slamovich kicked out on the cover. Infernal Influence helped JC Jane whoop, whooped up Musa Slamovich with the title belt and kicked out again, but Musa Slamovich and Saya Brookside and Li Yang Lee, Saya Lee run in to beat back Furrow Influence, and JC Jane accidentally kicks the referee. Then Musa Slamovich connects on the snow blow, and Musa Slamovich has an ease 10 count on the pin, but the ref was out cold, and the backup ref arrived, and JC Jane kicked out on the cover, and an in change of roll ups led to a strong kick out. But JC Jane sent Slammiversary colliding into the turnbuckle, and then JD Jane exploded with force for and discuss Abel 1 2 3, and that's how JC Jane won with a discuss elbow, and that was good, man. That discuss elbow, how she did that discuss elbow like that, and then 1 2 3, man. Oh man, that was good, man. That match was good. And at that moment, I thought Slammiversary was going to win, but I love when the fans count 1 2 3 4 5 6, like the count. That stuff makes me laugh when the fans do that stuff. Okay, then this was the moment of the night, in my opinion. This was the moment of the night for Slammiversary, in my opinion. The youngest X Division champion in history right now is Leon Slater. Leon Slater, man. I was so happy for him defeating Moose for the X Division championship. Oh man, that match was good. Oh, the moment too, man. The moment. Oh, the moment. Let's talk about it, guys. The NXT X Division Championship. Leon Slater defeated Moose to become the new X Division champion. The story was power power fences speed, and Moose connects on a spear, but Leon Slater kicks out, and Slater ducks the second spear, and Moose collides into the corner, and Slater lifts Moose for a spinning Tor rack bomb, and speared by Leon Slater, and a Suicide 450 kicked out by Moose, and Moose speared Slater out of the air, which was crazy. And then the action spilled outside. The Leon Slater leapfrog a spear into the corner for a code red onto the floor. Man, and then Leon Slater loaded Moose into the ring. Then he climbed the corner, and then the big man rolled further away. Then Leon Slater leapt away for a Suicide. Then the challenger followed for another Suicide 450 to win, and that's how he won with a Suicide 450, and it was great. It was a great moment. It was a great moment for Leon Slater, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. Oh, man. And then Leon Slater is the youngest X Division champion in TNA history, like I said, guys. And then Moose shows respect by strapping the title belt around Leon Slater's waist, which was great. I thought he was going to attack him, but that was great leadership right there. That was great leadership, man. I'm telling you. Then we had AJ Styles return to TNA. Great moment, man. Great moment with AJ Styles returning to TNA, man. As Leon Slater celebrates his X Division Championship victory, the phenomenal one AJ Styles comes to the ring, and Styles cuts a promo to hype Slater for earning it, and Slater performs makes Styles realize why he loves this business, and Slater shows that the X Division isn't about weight limits, and it's about no limits, and Leon Slater makes history, and now it's time to make a legacy. Man, I'm telling you, that was a great moment. That was a great moment, man. Like I said again, man. Oh, man. Okay, now we're going to talk about the TNA World Tag Team Championship ladder match. The Hardys became the TNA World Tag Team Champions again. Sorry. With my hype, and you know what I'm saying, hyperness. Sorry. Okay, so the TNA World Tag Team Championships, the Hardys defeated the Nimeth Brothers and the Rascals in the first class in a ladder match to win the tag team titles. The wild action, this top spot was AJ Francis doing a moonsault off a ladder for sense of elimination to get the winners. And first class was shoved down off ladders to crush outside, which was crazy. That was crazy. I'm telling you, that spot was crazy. Then Jeff Hardy lands a suicide into the Rascals on top a ladder outside was man, I'm telling you. And then by the end, all the ladders were broken. That's like I told you that other spot too was amazing too, right there, man. Oh man. Oh man. So Jeff lowered a rope ladder from high above, and the Hardys handled the Nimeth brothers for a tour of twist of fate with chairs around their necks. And Matt Hardy approached the rope ladder, and Jeff climbed up to grab the gold, which was great. And that thing that they climbed up to, guys, that rope ladder from high above, which was amazing. That was amazing. I have I don't know if I never seen that. I think a lot of you wrestling fans have seen that, but I don't know the last time I've seen that, or if that has happened in the 13 years that I have watched wrestling. But man, that's really hard to climb up something like that with those little freaking ladders like that, man. That's freaking hard. That's some hard stuff right there, I'm telling you. And then Bully Ray surprise challenged, and talking about Team 3D, the Dudley Boys, doing Team 3D fences. The Hardy Boys one last time at Balance for Glory. I think that's going to be great to see that one more last time. Oh man, all the memories with the Dudley Boys and the Hardys in WWF slash WWE. Man, I'm telling you. Oh man, you remember the matches with freaking Adam Copeland and Christian Cage with them? Oh man, when they were in WWE known as Christian and Edge. Oh man, that match, that SummerSlam. You remember back at SummerSlam? Even today is SummerSlam, guys. Night when we talked about the preview and predictions. You know, before we made this video with my preview and predictions, but I don't know what SummerSlam it was. Was it like 2001? I don't even remember, but I know Max Frost would give me a comment down below if he was watching the live stream, but he can comment that on the replay if he watches the replay. But I think it was '01 or '02. I can be wrong, or 2000. Could it be 2000 or '01 or '02? Mm. It could be one of those 3 years. I have to look it up right now, guys. I have to look it up right now. I have to look it up right now, man. But it's going to be great to see the Dudley Boys and the freaking Hardys go one last time in TNA. Oh man, I don't care. I really don't care. And for the people that are whining about it and saying that it should have been in WWE, well, you can go onto TNA's page and follow up, because this partnership with TNA is easy. You're really easy. It's on CW. NXT's been doing a lot of work with TNA, so don't give me that crap with, oh, it should have been in WWE. Still, you're still going to get the moment watching it in TNA. So what's the big deal of whining about it? I just want to know what's the big deal of whining about the Dudley Boys and the Hardys going at it in TNA? I just want to know. I just want to know for the last time in TNA instead of doing the last time in WWE. I just want to know why you're complaining for. Why are you complaining? You're still getting professional wrestling. Oh man. Yeah, guys, it was 2000. It was the year 2000 that they did that ladder match, that TLC match with the Hardys and freaking the Dudley Boys and Edge and Christian. Those memories will last forever. I'm telling you. People still talk about it to this day. WWE fans, man. They might think about that tonight with this TLC with that six-way match, man. Okay, we're back, guys. So, like I said again, Bully Ray's surprise challenge as the Hardys celebrate, and Bully makes a surprise appearance, and he pulls one last match and get the tables between the Hardys and Team 3D at Bounds for Glory, like I said, on October 12th. So, we'll see what happens with that, guys. Can't wait for that. And then we had the main event. Trick Williams with his entrance, that was cool with the choir saying, "Whoop that trick, whoop that trick." Man. Then then Joe Henry's entrance was just a normal entrance. Then Mike Santana's entrance, man. That was amazing with that Puerto Rican stuff, man. That was cool with the flag, with the Puerto Rican flag. That was cool, man. And this was my other disappointment on the show. Mike Santana should have won that TNA World title, but it didn't happen. But it was still a good match. But the decision, it came down to the decision, man. But it was still a great match. I'm not complaining about it at all. I just thought that Mike Santana should have been the TNA World Champion. But let's talk about it. So yeah, Trick Williams retained the title and defeated Joe Hendry and Mike Santana. So Joe Hendry had the win in his grabs after a standing ovation slam on Trick Williams, but Frankie Kazarian pulled the ref out of the ring. Then later, Trick Williams looked like he was suffering a knee injury on a dive from Joe Hendry to the outside, and the medical team crowded around him. And Joe Hendry and Mike Santana battled one on one, and Joe Hendry countered the spin to block the discuss Lariat into a pop-up powerbomb, and then Joe Hendry continues the momentum for an attitude adjustment in the standing ovation finisher. Then Mike Santana kicks out at two, and Mike Santana rallies for two straight spin the block lariats, and then Trick Williams runs into the ring and dumps Mike Santana and steals the pin. So yes, guys, he was almost going to win, and then Trick Williams dragged him out and then pinned Joe Henry, 1, 2, 3. If Trick Williams wasn't there, guys, if Trick Williams couldn't get back up, I believe Mike Santana would be the TNA World Champion right now. Mike Santana. But anyways, guys, we're gonna end the video in a couple seconds. I was trying to talk about that, but then the barking and all that, and that little noise. I had to mute myself for 10 to 15 minutes. Sorry about that, guys. But like I said again, that that match was great, but the decision, like I said again, like I was saying again, guys, if it wasn't for Trick Williams, Mike Santana would be TNA World Champion right now as we speak. But it is what it is. And what did I give TNA Slammiversary? I gave it an 8 out of 10, guys. An 8 out of 10. It was a very good show. I loved it. It was an 8 out of 10 for me. But that's all I have to say, guys. And I'm going to be talking about Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and Dynamites and Collisions and stuff. So that's all I have to say. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit those notification bells as always. And this is Christopher Killer 303. I'll say it again. This is Christopher Killer 303. And peace out and take care, guys. Peace out and take care.